Breaking on 4 News now at 5. The University of Idaho student murders trial will no longer take place in Moscow, while the judge sided with the suspect's defense.
I'm tracking needed rain on the way to the inland northwest. Plus, temperatures are cooling in your first alert forecast.
And a special unit in Spokane helps people get sober. Meet one man who says that care helped him turn his life around for good. You're watching a special edition of 4 News Now. We have breaking news in the University of Idaho student murders trial. The suspect will not be tried in Latah County, meaning the case will be moved to elsewhere in Idaho. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Derek Dice. Kirsten O'Connor has the night off. For months, it's been debated whether jurors in Latah County could be fair and impartial to Bryan Kohberger, the man accused of killing Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. On Friday, the court ruled to change the venue. Our Hunter Bertram is here with why.
On Friday, Judge John Judge ruled in favor of a motion Bryan Kohberger's defense filed in January to change the trial venue, which cited prejudice in Latah County. 2 weeks ago, defense presented evidence that jurors there would already find Kohberger guilty of murder before the trial began. On Friday, the court agreeing with some of what Kohberger's defense argues, saying in court documents, the defense has met the rather low standard of demonstrating a reasonable likelihood that prejudicial news coverage will compromise a fair trial in Latah County. Judge John Judge furthering, even without finding presumed prejudice of jurors, he believes that the Latah County Courthouse cannot handle a trial of this size, citing lack of staff, room in the courthouse, and worry for public safety, saying in court documents the Latah County Sheriff's Office, which is currently fully staffed, simply lacks the numbers of officers needed to provide security for the trial while also continuing to perform their day-to-day duties of patrol and responding to calls. In a statement from Kaylee Goncalves' family, one of the 4 students killed, they say, in quote, the family has always felt that Judge John Judge favored the defense, and it was a common theme that whatever the defense wanted or needed, they got. For now, in the court order granting the change of venue, it does not specify a new location. It also doesn't mention any change or move on the June 2nd, 2025 set trial date. In studio, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
Well, we first brought you this breaking news and a live update on our free streaming app, KXLY Plus. Download it now on your connected TV and watch all day for live updates, breaking news, and weather every 10 minutes. And this special edition of 4 News Now is on right now because Monday Night Football takes over ABC at 5 o'clock. Aaron Rodgers is making his return to the field with the New York Jets 1 year after his Achilles ruptured. The Jets take on the San Francisco 49ers. All right, it is cooling down in the first alert forecast. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker joins us now, tracking some of that changing weather. Wednesday's the big day, right?
Yes, we do have some dramatic changes coming in our weather. Here are 4 things to know about your forecast. We have a cooling trend, some of the coolest weather we have seen in quite a while. Our air quality will be improving with this change in our weather. Showery conditions on Wednesday, and actually those showers could turn up as early as Tuesday night. And then we're going to be in the 70s for the weekend. But first, a pretty good dip in our temperatures and that chance of precipitation that we really need. We'll be dry all day Tuesday and then late Tuesday night into Wednesday. A good chance of showers, especially in North Idaho. Thursday, a continued chance of rain, 50%, and then it tapers off as we head into a dry and seasonable weekend. This is a look at our percentage of usual rain over the past 30 days, and it has been so dry. In Spokane in particular, we've had 22% of our average rainfall over the last 30 days, only 4% in Grand Coulee and Moses Lake, a little more than half of what we would typically expect down on the Palouse. Only until we get over to the east slopes of the Cascades and the Okanagan Valley and Highlands do we find above average precipitation. Meanwhile, your evening forecast, we do have a red flag warning in effect until 7 o'clock because of the gusty winds, but those will be dying down already by the time we're into 7 o'clock. 81 degrees at 7. We'll be in the 60s by 11 with those High clouds continuing to drift over the region. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast and tell you more about that rain on the way in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. In the Amazon Fulfillment Center just west of Spokane, an employee died while working on the floor this morning. The company says they collapsed and their coworker called for help. The rest of the day workers were sent home. Counseling services will be available for them. Amazon says their death appears to be non-work related. It has offered resources to the employee's family. Well, our community continues to struggle with addiction, and overdoses are on the rise. But one special unit in Spokane has been working for the last few years to divert those people from jail or emergency rooms and instead help them in finding the help they need. Our Marissa Rio spoke with one man who is now sober thanks to this unit. Marissa?
The Spokane Regional Behavioral Health Unit consists of officials from Spokane Police Department, Spokane Valley Police, Spokane County Sheriff's Office, and mental health professionals. It responds to calls for people who are experiencing a behavioral health crisis. That's how Sean Housum, a Spokane local, got connected with this unit.
I had already died and was gonna die again or end up in prison.
As Sean Housum walks downtown, he recalls some of his darkest moments. Addicted to opioids since he was 11, Sean overdosed twice in February.
You know, I just knew that I couldn't keep living the life I was living at all.
He reached out to Compassionate Addiction Treatment. They called the Behavioral Health Unit, or BHU.
Had the officer arrive, talk to me, and he was so welcoming about it and, you know, positive about it that it just eased my mind. And
you look fairly young. I've never seen you down here.
That officer was SPD's Richie Plunkett. Here is video from last year when 4 News Now went on a ride-along with Officer Plunkett. He was responding to people just like Sean.
A substance use disorder with some sort of mental health disorder.
According to SPD, the BHU contacted over 4,000 people in 2023. 74% of them were diverted from going to jail or the hospital. This year, Sean too had a different outcome. After speaking with Officer Plunkett that day, he agreed to letting him drive him to get help.
I don't know how he reached me because I didn't think it was possible.
But he did reach Sean, and now he walks a sober life.
Life was not worth living for me at that point, like, you know, so there was no hope at all. So every day, my every day is filled with hope now, like all day long. From the moment I wake up, I'm smiling because of that.
Sean completely turned his life around and is now working at Compassionate Addiction Treatment, helping others who are struggling with addiction. The BHU has been doing this work since 2020, and it's all funded through the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs. In studio, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
All right, what a turnaround, Marissa. Thank you. Well, drivers who use the Thor Freya exit from eastbound I-90 will have to wait at least a few more weeks to use it again. The city of Spokane began working on the Thor Freya intersections at 2nd and 3rd Avenues back in March. Crews are reconstructing all 4 intersections in that area and installing new storm, sewer, and water systems. The city's website says the project would be completed in August, but construction is still going on. The freeway exit is closed and several lanes are closed off the freeway. A spokesperson told 4 News Now the project is in the finishing stages and would likely be completed in the next couple of weeks. In North Spokane, construction crews will begin working on paving Lincoln Road between Division and Nevada today. Some businesses say they're feeling frustrated with the ongoing construction. Luis Diaz of Wild Automotive says not only is the construction an inconvenience to employees and customers, it's impacting their sales too.
Yeah, we're losing about 20 grand a week. It's gotten to the point where it's almost getting hard to cover paychecks.
And Diaz says the construction has been happening since July. The city expects it to end in October. In the meantime, expect delays as Lincoln Road is down to 1 lane. The intersection of Standard and Lincoln is closed to both northbound and southbound traffic. In downtown Spokane, friends and fans of the Zona Blanca Ceviche Bar gathered to say goodbye. Coming up, why the owner says crime is forcing them to close the doors.
And it was Orange the winner.
And the sounds of a day at the fair might not be as inviting for some. Meet the organization making the Spokane County Fair welcome to everyone after the break on 4 News Now.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome to Avanta Dental, where we treat you like family because you deserve the best. At Avanta Dental, we pride ourselves on providing top-notch care.
With our team of expert dentists and truly state-of-the-art technology, it's no wonder why we're the highest-rated office in Washington State. Avanta Dental, where your smile is our priority. Book your appointment today. Call us today at 425-0088 or come visit us in Liberty Lake.
The new Toyotas are rolling in this week at Findlay Downtown Toyota. And that means great deals on your favorite rides with low financing available now. This week at Findlay.
Findlay Toyotas downtown.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
Reach out to NeuroStim TMS today and rediscover the light and joy in your life.
This is an urgent notice about ovarian cancer. If you or a loved one were recently diagnosed with ovarian cancer after using Johnson & Johnson baby powder products, you may be entitled to a large cash settlement. Call Legal Injury Advocates now. This free call could lead to the financial compensation you deserve. Plaintiffs' attorneys claim Johnson & Johnson knew their products could cause ovarian cancer, but kept the product on the shelf until 2020. Juries have already awarded billions of dollars in compensation to cancer victims over the use of talcum powder. If you use these talcum powder products for feminine hygiene and were recently diagnosed, you may qualify as well, but you must call to file a claim as soon as possible. Call Legal Injury Advocates now to see if you qualify. You're not alone in this fight, and there is no upfront cost to begin your journey to justice. Call Legal Injury Advocates now to discuss your case. We're available 24 hours a day.
Call 1-800-525-8108 or visit www.lia.legal. That's 1-800-525-8108.
TV's #1 entertainment talk show has 15 Emmys.
It's actually 16.
Respectfully.
It's a new season of Live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekdays at 9 a.m. only on KXLY ABC4.
We'll take a look at the Spokane County Interstate Fair earlier today. Fans were cheering on pigs racing around a track, and there are still 6 more days for you to enjoy all the fun at the fair. But tomorrow, the fairgrounds are going to look a little different to make sure everyone can participate in the festivities. Mary Sheridan tells us about the fair's Sensory Day tomorrow.
Fair food sizzling on the grill, live music and performances, and big crowds are all things you can expect at the fair each summer.
While this may be the fair experience you crave, those with sensory sensitivities may find it overwhelming.
That's why tomorrow, the carnival is going to look a little more like this.
Have arranged to have some of the rides going during the day so that our community members can enjoy that without the lights and the sounds.
Tomorrow, the fair is welcoming those who want to enjoy a fair with less noise and stimulation. Holly Goodman from the Isaac Foundation says this is the perfect opportunity for the community with sensory sensitivities.
Last year was the first year that it actually happened in traditional form, and so this is the 3rd year in person that we've been able to do it. Anything can be made sensory supportive with just a little bit of planning and just letting people know what to expect and how to expect it.
Again, this is all happening tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. Reporting in Spokane, Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
The fair runs through this weekend. Before you head out there, you know that you'll need $10 cash to park at the fairgrounds, but there is another option. You can park for free at Spokane Community College and take a $2 round-trip shuttle to the entrance, where you'll then get discounted admission for taking the shuttle. You'll need cash for your tickets to get into the fair as well. You can find all the details on KXLY.com. Plus, this Sunday is Coats for Kids Day at the fair. Donate a new or gently used coat, and you can get free admission for kids 13 years and under. And Chris, you know, obviously it's been very warm, so a lot of people not necessarily thinking about the winter cold, but we need to start collecting now so we can get them out once it is cold.
Absolutely. That's one of the main reasons that we go out to the fair, is so we can get that first wave of coats in, cleaned, and out into the hands of kids who need them. And it's going to be feeling a little bit more like coat weather. Not quite coat weather, but it is cooling down in the forecast. Tomorrow, however, still a little above average with a high of 82. 77 is our average high. We'll start off with mostly cloudy skies, then a mix of sun and clouds as the day goes on. We'll see that temperature drop in the 7-day forecast. I'll tell you all about it after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Watch me. Here I stand on my own 2 feet. Jump shot intact. Here to compete. Skilled hands were there to mend the bone. From loving halls that brought me home. My world stopped with a drive through the lane. Now give me the ball. You'll remember my name. Watch me. Orthopedic excellence at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Excitement is building all over Spokane and eastern Idaho. People looking for a truly affordable dental implant solution are racing to Renew. Renew offers people suffering with missing teeth, failing teeth, or those who hate their ill-fitting traditional dentures a revolutionary fixed removable dental implant solution that locks securely in place with prices up to 60% less than other providers. Call 208-487-5255.
Off the clock? And you're relaxing in that old thing?
Come on, a little duct tape. It's good to go.
Well, right now, you can score amazing comfort that's built to last with savings up to 50% during the extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Find huge savings on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Or get 60 months no interest. But don't wait. The extended Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Sometimes life is a funny way of turning sideways, like when your kid decides they're a professional stylist the morning of picture day, or when your to-do list isn't quite done.
You went to Rite Aid, right?
Or when you're sure you packed everything you need, but you actually need one more thing.
We forgot our prescriptions.
We
got you.
Are we happy? We are happy. Find everything you need?
Yep. Yeah, life never really goes the way you plan, but that's why we're here. It means more at Rite Aid.
I started taking care of my mom about 5 months ago. She has dementia, and then being newly diagnosed with lung cancer, my mom was unable to stay in her home. Balancing work and caregiving has been a struggle. Knowing that Wall Cares will be available relieves a lot of stress. Having access to those funds would have helped so much, financially and mentally, because life is unpredictable. Wall Cares moves with you, even if you move out of Washington.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
The legendary rock band Heart has rescheduled its tour. They'll now be playing at the Spokane Arena on March 11th. That's a Tuesday. The original date was scheduled for December, then temporarily canceled when lead singer Ann Wilson announced she had a cancerous tumor removed. Might have heard about that. Tickets purchased for the December date will be honored for the new date on March 11th. You can also get yours through the link inside this story on KXLY.com. We had a big crowd of people at Def Leppard on Friday nights, and yeah, you know Heart's going to be filling the place as well.
Oh my gosh, I did not realize Def Leppard was what I missed. Oh my god.
A lot of people our age, you know, dressed in some of that 80s garb again.
I love it. I love it. Well, that is good news. Let's talk about the weather and what a breezy day we have in progress right now, and warm. We're in the mid-80s. It's 85 in Spokane right now, 86 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. We have a fair amount of clouds, but also that haze on the horizon with the wildfire smoke, not as prevalent in Coeur d'Alene where it is 86 degrees. Currently, our winds, we have seen our wind gusts dying down a little bit. We have 16-mile-per-hour sustained winds in Spokane. Spokane Valley, 26 in Pullman with the very dry conditions, though. Any sort of wind gust is unwelcome, and that is why we do have a fire weather warning. It expires at 7 o'clock, and those winds will be dying down, continuing to die down dramatically as we get into the evening. Our air quality has been a little iffy, especially down in the LC Valley, but right now we're in the moderate range, and we're going to continue to see some improvement with that haze haze on the horizon. Let's take a look at the smoke forecast, and we're going to be seeing more of a westerly flow as the system that's bringing the showers moves in, and that is going to help bring in some nice fresh air. This is 24 hours from now. This is our elevated smoke, so not the smoke right down at the surface, but that haze on the horizon. And we should be in really good shape as we get into Tuesday and clear out some of that smoke, even down around Lewiston. It'll be a little off and on, unfortunately, with so many fires burning south of Washington, and they just seems to be drifting into the Lewiston area. But some rain is going to help with that too. Forecast radar starting off at our current time with dry conditions. Will be dry tonight, dry tomorrow. The clouds will begin increasing. Here's 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then we start to see the showers moving in by Wednesday morning. This is Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. with wet weather through the central panhandle into western Montana. Showery conditions around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're not looking at a day-long rain event, but a little more hit and miss. But should see some decent precipitation in North Idaho especially, and of course anything is welcome, and with that rain will come some cooler weather. Tonight temperatures will be in the 50s and 60s in most locations. Colville, Winthrop, the exceptions, down in the 40s. High temperatures on Tuesday still running above average for one more day. 82 in Spokane, 80 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. We'll be in the 70s in Pullman and Sandpoint as well as Winthrop. Then that rain comes in Wednesday with more showers on Thursday. The weekend, boy, that looks like a good weekend. Temperatures in the 70s. We haven't had a lot of time in the 70s, so in the comfort zone for the weekend with dry conditions. Now, there are some interesting things happening in the 8 to 14-day forecast that I want to tell you about. Let's just say if you get out your sweaters this week, you might need them. That's coming up in the next half hour, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, the Volume Inlander Music Festival returns to downtown Spokane this weekend. 100 bands will perform across 10 venues downtown over Friday and Saturday. Now, this is a 21 and up event. Tickets are still available for both days at volumespokane.com. All right, still ahead on this special edition of 4 News Now, Princess Kate gives an update on her battle with cancer, what she's focusing on moving forward. Plus, a new hope for treating a disease that was once considered a death sentence. You're watching 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for outdoor concert lovers. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
It's the 10-year anniversary at Moo Fitness.
Let's go. I really got the feeling today that everything is going my way. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And during our anniversary, join now for only $10. Let's go.
What makes Hospice of Spokane unique is their level of dedication to the patient.
That's our goal, is patients and their families and their needs.
Your team feels like our team. That's how much we know you care about making sure patients and families get what they need.
We go, I feel like, above and beyond for the hospice patients to make that last journey of life comfortable.
The doctor will see you now.
But do they really? Do they see that crick in your neck? That ache in your heart? Will they see that funny little thing that wasn't there last year? The new bounce in your step? The way your retinal scan connects to your blood sugar? At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together to care for all that is you.
If you're searching for a career that makes a difference, you could find it as a medical assistant. For over 50 years, Carrington College has been preparing students to make a difference with our healthcare programs, which means you'll get the right hands-on training and experience to prepare you for a job you can be proud of. With a campus near you and classes taught by professionals in the field, you'll graduate with the confidence to step right into a career in medical assisting. Plus, do it all affordably and in as few as 9 months. Go to carrington.edu and see the difference we can make together.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
All right, welcome back to 4 News Now. At one point in time, an HIV diagnosis was considered a death sentence, especially in the 80s and early 90s. But today, the fight against the autoimmune disease is on a very different battleground, one where advanced medication and treatment is helping people with the disease live long and healthy lives. In Spokane County, about 900 people are living with HIV. In the last year, Multicare wrapped up a clinical trial which led to the approval of a first-in-class drug called lenacapavir. It's an antiviral injection given twice a year to treat HIV and AIDS. It's starkly different than the handful of pills patients once had to take. 12 patients living with HIV in Spokane County were in that study, giving back to the medical community who have been working tirelessly for decades to find an answer to this disease.
Many folks that I take care of who have lived with this disease for decades saw most of their friends and family die from HIV. And so it's been really powerful to see those people really wanting to give back to their community and see the progress that we've made.
Now, one of those patients in the trial is a man named Del. He told us he's never feared dying from HIV. In fact, with the advanced treatment options available, it's hardly even on his radar anymore.
I'm more concerned about dying from type 2 diabetes than I am concerned about dying from HIV or AIDS.
Thank you. Since this clinical trial concluded, the drug has become available on the market, another promising step in this lengthy fight. While there's no cure for HIV yet, Multicare is gearing up for the more clinical tests down the road, hopeful it can finally crack that code. Well, around the world now, British Princess Kate says she's completed her chemotherapy treatment. Now she's opening up about a journey she calls scary and complex. ABC's Maggie Rulli joins us from London with more.
Princess Kate has announced she's completed her chemotherapy treatment and is now doing what she can to stay cancer-free. The princess released a highly produced video where we see a rare and intimate portrayal of the royal family. We see Princess Kate sitting next to her husband, Prince William. The two are kissing, they're hugging. We also see them with their 3 young children. We even hear the children giggling as they play cards as a family. We see them hiking through the English countryside, playing on the beach. This is a side of the royal family that we rarely get to see. Now, in the video, she gets personal.
The cancer journey is complex, scary and unpredictable for everyone, especially those closest to you. With humility, it also brings you face to face with your own vulnerabilities in a way you've never considered before. And with that, a new perspective on everything.
She says while she's completed her chemotherapy treatment, the path to recovery is long. And she says while she looks forward to getting back to work, she won't be there full time, but she does plan to participate in some selective public engagements before the end of the year. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, London.
All right, the latest Spokane Police Department report shows in downtown Spokane, violent and property crimes are down from last year. Here for business owners who say that's not the full story. Coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD. With the pulling power to prove it. Tow hitches of the world, prepare for glory. Get 5.9% APR for 84 months on Sierra heavy-duty Denali models. That's over $5,300 in average finance savings.
Excitement is building all over Spokane and eastern Idaho. People looking for a truly affordable dental implant solution are racing to Renew. Renew offers people suffering with missing teeth, failing teeth, or those who hate their ill-fitting traditional dentures a revolutionary fixed removable dental implant solution that locks securely in place with prices up to 60% less than other providers. Call 208-487-5255.
What's all this?
You said it was a recovery day. I got my yoga mat, foam roller, electrolytes, and protein bars. The whole setup.
Refrigerant recovery, Ben. We're recovering the refrigerant to fix the heat pump.
Oh, right. I knew that. Want a protein bar?
Get a free heat pump with every furnace purchase at Bill's Heating and AC while supplies last. Call now.
Electrolyte?
Ben, take the robe off.
If you're asking yourself, why am I in jail again? Why do I have all these broken relationships? Why can't I overcome this addiction? And you're not finding the answer, then that is the definition of you need help. The problem is that you have a broken heart, and there are people that can help you with that. The answer is not in you. You don't have to stay stuck. It's not too late.
Whether Zona Blanca is closed or not, I'm committed to support all the other restaurants, small businesses in our downtown core because our downtown is beautiful.
Zona Blanca chef Chad White says the Spokane community needs to work together beyond just elected officials to make downtown a safer place to live and work. Zona Blanca's owner and chef says crime and safety concerns are the main reasons it's closing. SPD's latest crime reports say reported violent crime and property crime are both declining compared to last year. Our Derek Strom spoke to a downtown business owner who says those stats don't tell the full story.
Statistics from the Spokane Police Department indicate that reported crime is declining in a lot of categories downtown, but business owners like the ones here at Zona Blanca say that they're less likely to report crimes because it can have negative consequences for their business. Zona Blanca chef Chad White says he became numb to the amount of crime and drug use around his business on South Howard Street in downtown Spokane. White and many other downtown business owners say it's harder for them to attract customers because people don't feel safe there.
I've walked past things I should have never walked past because I just got used to it. Didn't call things in because it was just the norm. Not doing that anymore.
Restaurants downtown say they're still recovering from the pandemic, and it's been difficult for them to stay open even without the safety issues they're seeing. According to Spokane City Councilor Jonathan Bingle, crime rates are also affecting businesses' ability to get insurance coverage.
I spoke with the Hotel Indigo, and they were just dropped by their insurance carrier because of crime rates in the area. And we actually saw this with Camp Hope as well, back when I still represented East Central. Many of the businesses there stopped reporting crimes as well because they were being threatened that they would have their insurance dropped.
Bingle wants the Spokane police to enforce public drug use laws more strictly, and he wants to see vandalism and graffiti cleaned up within 24 hours across the city. Downtown business owners say stricter enforcement from police is the best way forward to addressing the area's reputation for being unsafe.
What I would imagine is if you continue to say there's crime, you're continuing to reiterate to everyone else, don't come down here. It's not safe.
In downtown Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Tough situation for sure. Take a live look over Spokane. It's cooling down finally, but even more exciting, rain is on the way. Chris Crocker is tracking those changes.
Well, that was a view we normally don't see. That was to the northwest. You could see those clouds moving in. Those are not going to produce any precipitation. In fact, we'll see some breaks in those clouds tomorrow. But there is rain on the way, desperately needed rain, and that chance actually picks up in the overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Wednesday, we have a 60% chance of measurable rain, lingering showers on Thursday, and then we dry off as we head into a really nice weekend. And boy, we need that rain. In fact, right now we do have a fire weather warning in effect. It's until 7 o'clock tonight for that area shaded in pink on your screen for the combination of very low relative humidity and gusty winds. Winds are already showing some signs of dying down. down and we'll have calmer conditions tomorrow and only slightly cooler. But here are 4 things to know about your weather. We do have a cooling trend in the forecast. Our air quality will improve as we see a shift in our weather pattern starting tomorrow. So that haze on the horizon will give way to bright blue skies, but only briefly, because then we have some showers coming in Wednesday and Thursday. We'll dip down into the 60s and then be back in the 70s for the weekend, which is just about average. That is not the trend, however. 8 to 14-day forecast has some sweater weather, to be sure. I'll tell you more about that in just a few minutes, Derek.
Okay, well, 1 day to go until the presidential debate on ABC. Former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris taking center stage in Philadelphia. Pennsylvania is a key battleground state this November, with the latest polling showing a tight race. Tomorrow night could be a crucial moment in who wins the White House. ABC's Perry Russom is there in Philadelphia.
Final preparations ahead of the high-stakes debate between former President Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris. There will be no opening statements, no studio audience, no pre-written notes or huddling with staff during commercial breaks. Microphones will be muted when it's not the candidate's turn to speak.
Are you ready, Madam Vice President? Ready.
Harris has been getting ready in Pittsburgh with mock debates. Former Hillary Clinton advisor Philippe Reines playing the role of Trump. Reines posting this video on X from 2016 where he helped Clinton prepare for Trump.
The vice president will defeat Donald Trump in the debate tomorrow.
Trump has been meeting with policy advisors, including Congressman Matt Gaetz, who's been helping with possible controversial questions, including Trump's legal issues and his stance on abortion rights.
Is anybody going to be watching?
Trump with a weekend rally in Wisconsin.
To every citizen who's sick and tired of the parasitic political class in Washington, November 5th will be your Liberation Day.
The latest 538 polling average shows a tight race, with Harris up by less than 3 percentage points nationwide.
Right now, Harris leading in 5 of the 7 big battlegrounds, but it is a tight race in all of them, including right here in Pennsylvania.
Over the weekend, Trump promising retribution if he wins a second term, threatening jail time for lawyers, political operatives, donors, illegal voters, and corrupt election officials, adding those involved in unscrupulous behavior will be sought out, caught, and prosecuted at levels unfortunately never seen before in our country. It comes days after Trump admitted he lost in 2020, and days after Attorney General Merrick Garland said there's been an unprecedented spike in threats against election workers.
The public servants who administer our elections must be able to do their jobs without fearing for their lives.
The 90-minute debate is happening here at the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia behind me, with Harris arriving today. Trump will be here tomorrow, setting up a key moment in this race where they talk about the issues and how they want this country to move forward. Perry Russom, ABC News, Philadelphia.
Well, again, you can watch the debate live from Philadelphia right here on 4 News Now. Coverage starts at 5 o'clock. The debate is at 6. Then stick around afterwards for a special edition of 4 News Now. We'll also be looking at the debate in the race for Washington governor between Democrat Bob Ferguson and Republican Dave Reichert. That's happening tomorrow night at 8. Make sure you follow all of our election coverage on KXLY.com/forthepeople. In the Georgia school shooting, new details about a warning the school allegedly received before 4 people were killed inside. That and much more coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
We'd do anything for our kids. Sometimes we're a glorified taxi driver. No matter what they do, we wouldn't change it for the world. Tires are an important part of our car. They sit between us and the road. The biggest decision we can make is to keep our family safe. Nokian tires are quiet, durable, and it's a tire you can trust. We proudly carry a full line of Nokian tires at Perfection Tire because nobody beats perfection for price, selection, and quality.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time. Our trucks are rolling warehouses, so we can get you back up and running fast. Need a new door? We do that too. And right now, get a new garage door, Wi-Fi opener, and remote combo installed for as low as $34 per month and up to $500 in cashback savings. Call or book online today.
The new Toyotas are rolling in this week at Findlay Downtown Toyota.
And that means great deals on your favorite rides with low financing available now.
This week at Findlay.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
Local radio and TV stations in every town and city need someone like you. So do what you love and bring your talent to life. Your passion, your skills, your career. You belong here.
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our Labor Day Super Sale and discover unbeatable deals and save quality time to spend with your family. Upgrade your kitchen with the sleek and spacious LG refrigerator for just $18.99 after a $100 mail-in rebate. With its innovative cooling technology and generous storage capacity, keep your food fresher for longer while enjoying the modern design that complements any kitchen decor. At Fred's, we sell appliances.
Only appliances. Jinx 1 to 5 to 7, 9, 10.
We are bringing caring for the person who is dying back into their own family.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family.
With the necessary supports to assure their comfort, symptom management, and accompaniment as they walk through those final days that for many can be very scary. With caring support can really be the fullness of living as a person dies.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
In news around the nation, new details in the Georgia school shooting investigation where 2 students and 2 teachers were killed. We're learning more about the warning the school allegedly received about the suspect. Here's ABC's Allison Kosick.
Take a moment of silence.
Outside Atlanta last night, a vigil to remember the 4 lives lost during last week's shooting at Appalachia High School.
This is home.
In attendance, parents like Brian Jones, still shaken after getting a message from his daughter during school last Wednesday.
Text was, "Daddy, there's a shooter, an actual shooter. I smell the gunpowder. I'm in the bathroom."
She survived, but 2 classmates and 2 teachers did not. Authorities now revealing the suspected shooter, 14-year-old Colt Gray, had registered at the school just 2 weeks earlier.
He didn't even attend class. He had gone to get some help and left, and so he really had been a full-time student yet.
The suspect's aunt says his mother had called a school counselor the morning of the shooting to warn them about an extreme emergency. The Washington Post first to report that the suspect's mother texted her sister saying she had told the school counselor to go immediately and find her son to check on him. According to the suspect's aunt, the call was made nearly half an hour before the shooting. Classmate Lila Sarath says that morning there seemed to be confusion involving school officials and another student who has a name similar to the suspect's.
And they asked for his bag, and then they took his bag. And then a little bit later, he came back in with his bag. And everyone was like, it was just normal. Like, he said that they weren't looking for him. They were looking for Colt.
The suspect's aunt previously told ABC News Colt had been, quote, begging for months for help with his mental health. Family members describing his troubled home life. School officials declined to comment on the aunt's allegations that they were warned. The sheriff says they're investigating any phone calls to the school, and neither the suspect nor his father, who also faces murder charges for allegedly buying him the gun, have entered a plea. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
Well, after decades of decline, late-stage prostate cancer cases are on the rise. The American Cancer Society says about 300,000 men are expected to be diagnosed this year, and more than 35,000 men will die from it despite tools to screen for it. The organization says many men are not being screened for prostate cancer. Experts believe it's because of misconceptions about the invasiveness of the screening process.
A rectal exam is not actually needed. So I think that's the important thing to know. A simple blood test can help indicate your risk of prostate cancer. If found early, it is actually very treatable.
A blood test for a prostate-specific antigen will find a risk score, which can help determine if further testing is needed. The American Cancer Society recommends men talk to a doctor about screening as early as age 40. Once the disease spreads, though, it becomes much more difficult to treat.
Your Tuesday planner, it will be a dry day with temperatures above average. We'll be heading up to a high of 82. 77 is our average high. Starting the day off with some clouds, but then partly cloudy conditions as we get into the afternoon. I'll be back with cooler, wetter weather in the 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Are you struggling to get through the day? Are you experiencing chronic pain, burning, numbness, and tingling in your hands or feet? Pay attention, because you are probably experiencing peripheral neuropathy. The most common symptoms are numbness, burning, muscle cramps, and problems with balance. Neuropathy is treatable, and our office can help. It's time to get real results. Pick up your phone and call us right now. If you're one of the first 25 callers, you'll receive a free nerve damage screening. This nerve damage screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious nerve damage, and if you're qualified for our cutting-edge treatment program to stop the nerve damage. Don't wait until it's too late and your symptoms get so bad that you lose your freedom and are restricted to a wheelchair, walker, or need amputation. Call now to be one of the first 25 callers to receive a free nerve damage screening. Hurry, call now to find out if you qualify for our free nerve damage screening and see how we can change your life. It's time to feel better. Call today.
Driving safely is all about the little things, like giving folks a break, even at unmarked crosswalks, making plenty of space for people riding, and choosing to wait for the next green light by slowing down and stopping on yellow. Because when you're the biggest and the fastest, you've got to be the safest, too. Together, we get there.
Discover fall in Coeur d'Alene. Experience the hidden treasure of autumn in our serene lakeside town. As the lively energy of summer subsides, the town embraces the tranquility of fall. Guests can unwind and find solace by the glistening lake. See for yourself why fall is Coeur d'Alene's best-kept secret. Book your fall foliage lake cruise overnight package now and make memories that will warm your heart for years to come.
Welcome to the Kitchen Engine, a family-owned business spanning 3 generations.
It's our 18th anniversary, so come celebrate with us.
Join us for our biggest sale of the year.
Test drive our cooking classes, wine tastings, and product demos in our expanded culinary classroom. 50% off doorbuster deals and 20% off store-wide. We'll have giveaways and daily drawings all 3 days. All food and drinks in our new cafe are 20% off too. Experience the Kitchen Engine in the historic flour mill since 2006.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
All right, welcome back. Let's get right to the forecast focus with Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker.
Well, our days of above average temperatures and warm summer weather are going to be coming to an end fairly soon, although right now it is 85 degrees in Spokane. We had those high and mid-level clouds filtering our late day sunshine. It's 86 with some sunshine in Coeur d'Alene right now, casting a shadow on I-90 there on the Veterans Memorial Bridge. Our high temperatures today, our current temperatures, 85 and 86. We made it into the 80s just about everywhere. Only Lookout Pass in the 70s, 93 in the Tri-Cities, 95 today in Lewiston. One more day in the 80s tomorrow, and then we're going to drop below, and we may be done with the 80s. It's difficult to say, but let's take a look at our high temperature trend over the next 7 days. This white line is our average high, 82 tomorrow, and then a couple of days down in the 60s with that chance of showers Wednesday and Thursday. Start to warm up a little bit, stopping just shy of average Saturday, and then we start cooling down again. And as we take a look at the 8 to 14 day forecast, we are in the blue territory we have not spent much time in this very hot summer and early fall. So a reasonable signal of below average temperatures for September 7th through September 23rd. And this time of year, our average high does drop fairly quickly. At the beginning of September, the average high is 79. By the time we get into that 8 to 14 day forecast, it'll be in the lower to mid 70s. Finally, at the end of the month, our average high is in the 60s. And then this number drops even more rapidly in October. Meanwhile, that 8 to 14-day forecast also has a chance of above average precipitation. September is one of our very driest months, so even a little bit of precipitation would take it to above average readings. But we will keep our fingers crossed. The sooner we can get the wet weather moving in, the sooner we can put the fire season to bed. We are going to do just a little bit of shower activity on Wednesday. This is an initial look at some of the precipitation totals forecast, and in general, we're talking hundredths of an inch, so not exactly umbrella weather until you cross over into the mountains of the central panhandle, southern panhandle, and into western Montana. Half inch in Kalispell. We'll see some of the heavier totals there, but at least we're getting some rain going and some cooler weather, and we'll keep the chance of showers going for Thursday before we dry out for a pretty fall-like weekend. Temperatures in the 70s, partly sunny skies, kind of green bluffy, if you ask me, if you want to go brave the crowds this weekend. Or you could also play some football, Derek. It looks like football weather, too.
And this football season, our sports team is launching the 4 News Now Game of the Week. Each week, we'll give you a set of matchups to vote on until Thursday, when the winner will be decided. Then our sports team will be live at the Game of the Week during our 6 o'clock newscast on Friday. So here are this week's choices: Lewis and Clark versus Meade, Central Valley at U-High, and Ferris at Gonzaga Prep. To vote, just go to our website, KXLY.com, and find this story in the sports section. All right, the world is mourning the loss of iconic actor James Earl Jones. The award-winning entertainer is known for his commanding performances and voice across Broadway, film, and television. ABC's Tim Pulliam takes a look back at Jones's legendary career.
This field, this game, it's a part of our past, Ray.
For nearly 70 years, his acting skill and booming voice.
This is CNN.
Bring it home, Mufasa. Captivated generations of fans across TV, film, and Broadway. Legendary actor James Earl Jones got his start on Broadway in the 1950s, receiving his first Emmy nomination in 1963 for his performance on the television show East Side, West Side.
I ain't really laughed for years.
But it was his breakout role in The Great White Hope that solidified his career on stage and the big screen. In the late 70s and early 80s, Jones provided the voice of Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy.
I am your father.
Making him a household name.
The fact that George Lucas chose your voice.
That's an accident.
You don't mind the accident now, looking back, right?
Oh no, I'm very proud to have been a part of that.
As a young boy, Jones developed a severe stutter, becoming self-conscious to the point of going silent until he found his voice through poetry.
There was a teacher who looked at one of your poems and said, "This is so good, I want you to prove that you wrote this."
Yeah.
Do you remember standing up and reading that?
Oh yeah, and getting through it without stuttering. Don't turn your back on me, Scar.
Jones had nearly 200 acting credits, was one of the rare performers with an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. In 2002, he became a Kennedy Center Lifetime Achievement honoree, and then 7 years later, returning to his theater roots, quoting Shakespeare at the White House.
A world of tears.
Jones cementing his legacy and breaking barriers for other artists of color. Tim Pulliam, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Well, what a talent and what a life he lived. Spokane International Airport will soon receive more than $18 million for reconstruction projects. This was announced by Washington Senator Maria Cantwell, who says this funding will help accommodate for more travelers by opening a new terminal. Spokane is one of 7 airports in Washington to receive funding through the U.S. Airport Improvement Program. Other airports on the list include SeaTac and the Tri-Cities. A consumer alert now for Ram trucks. Carmaker Stellantis is recalling more than 1.2 million Ram vehicles for issues with their brake systems. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the Ram 1500s from 2019 to 2024 have a software malfunction in the anti-lock brake system. Stellantis says it doesn't know of any injuries or accidents affected by this recall. Drivers can take their vehicle to a dealer to fix the issue free of charge. And as we head to our final break, here is a look at ABC's primetime lineup for tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, we've got money answers for people who follow pets on social media. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD. With the pulling power to prove it. Tow hitches of the world, prepare for glory. Get 5.9% APR for 84 months on Sierra heavy-duty Denali models. That's over $5,300 in average finance savings.
Excitement is building all over Spokane and eastern Idaho. People looking for a truly affordable dental implant solution are racing to Renew. Renew offers people suffering with missing teeth, failing teeth, or those who hate their ill-fitting traditional dentures a revolutionary fixed removable dental implant solution that locks securely in place with prices up to 60% less than other providers. Call 208-487-5255.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Welcome to Coeur d'Alene Honda.
Thank you. I've been coming here for years and I've always felt just like family.
Our customers love how easy it is to do business with us.
We have Hondas for every budget.
And we have some of the best pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and select pre-owned Hondas come with their lifetime warranty.
And all new Hondas come with the first year of free maintenance.
Coeur d'Alene Honda with the nationwide lifetime warranty at no additional cost to you.
Awarded Dealer of the Year and rated 4.7 on Google.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we've been family owned and operated for over 50 years.
And don't forget about the lifetime warranty.
We have another change to our schedule tomorrow. Presidential debate coverage starts at 5 right here on ABC. You can watch special editions of 4 News Now before and after it at 4:30 and at 8 for your latest in local news.
And here is your latest forecast. We have got some clouds tomorrow, 82 degrees for a high, and then the chance of showers both Wednesday and Thursday. High temperatures in the 60s, and then a really pleasant fall weekend. Saturday, Sunday, temperatures in the 70s with partly sunny skies.
Yeah, definitely a lot more fall-like.
Yes.
All right, we will see you back here after the Jets and 49ers battle it out next on Monday Night Football. Guess what? Christian McCaffrey's not playing.